Hey, who knows how much more money is going to be printed and coming out? Um, I just can't help but think that all this money printing and all this money coming out, that's going to be good for a lot of people. And it's going to be abused again. But my real concern is what it's going to do for small businesses and other businesses that have been either stretched or put out of business in the last 3 months. There's so many other things. And what about taxes on this money that we're paid this year? It might end up being three or four or five or six or $8,000 extra money that we have to pay taxes on. Uh, and no one is talking about that. So I don't know. Real concerns there.
After the pandemic is declared to be over. So with that proposal, it would be retroactive for 4 months in the past, March, April, May, and June. So an $8,000 payment that would be made to Americans for the past months. And there has been talks as of late that when the HEROES bill goes up for negotiation here in the next upcoming days, that
That's another thing is how long is it going to take to go through negotiations and come through? And is it going to be 8,000, 1,200, 1,200 plus 200? We don't know. Hopefully, it will help boost the economy and boost movement in the markets. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I'll take whatever we can get, but I think we're a little short-sighted. I think the real question is here is what is going to happen in a long-term economically as far as debt, national debt, and personal debt. Uh, when the money stops, and it will, whether it's this summer or this fall, it will stop. And when it does, how many people are going to go back to work? Now, he quotes the 40 million people. We've had debates on this before, how many people are really unemployed. The lowest figures were 20 million plus, the highest figures were around 40 million. And whether it's 20 million or 30 million, 35 million, there's too many people unemployed over this. Too many people unemployed. So, economy and employment deficits. What are you going to do when the money stops? Are people going to riot again? Are they going to expect more from the government? Why pay tax or why work when you can get money from the government? What's the debate on whether or not this will be taxed? So many things, so many things.
they might want to get rid of a lot of that other stuff in the bill. And in so doing that, they might want to negotiate up to the $2,000 per month economic stimulus package instead of the $1,200 one-time payment. See, the problem with another $1,200 one-time payment, although it would be great, I mean, everybody would appreciate it, is that 40 million Americans were pretty much forced to not be able to work with all these businesses shut down by the government. So all these businesses were forced to close and all these people were forced to not be able to work. So people didn't really have a choice in the matter. And that's why a lot of people are calling for this $2,000 per month stimulus package that the government would pay to Americans. Because if we were forced to not work, then the government should support the people with a stimulus package like this. You
Again, this socialistic trending, this printing and socialistic trending, where the government is going to solve our financial problems. What about the real negative side of this? What about the financial problems they're creating with this socialistic pattern? That's a real problem, and it's not going away anytime soon. But sometime it is going to stop. Sometime the payments will come due, and sometime there will be consequences on this on an economic uh, turn. But I hope the economic situation can turn around this fall and we can get through this. and they'll stop pushing these regulations from the state and cities on people and businesses that they have no constitutional right to do so. They really don't have a constitutional right to print this money and give it to the people either, but they're doing it. There are bigger issues here than economics, but it's a major force, and the trust and mistrust of the government is as high as I've ever seen in my life. So, what will happen when the money stops is yet to be seen. And whether it's in September or October uh, or earlier, people still are going to have to get to work, make their own way, do their own things, and businesses are going to have to survive past what's going on. We still haven't talked about the bankruptcies, the repossessions, the foreclosures, the changes in the real estate market and in the other markets. This is a very narrow window we're looking at, and we don't know fully the consequences of these decisions yet and these regulations by state and federal government. Having said that, just beware of the rough road we could have beyond this year.
You guys can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you for a $1,200 one-time stimulus package, or are you for the $2,000 per month stimulus package? Or do you not think we should have one at all? Do you think everybody should just go back to work and get on with?
Anyhow, we're going to end it here. We'll see what happens this month and in July. Um, I'm very excited about the states that are getting back and doing things and opening up. I'm very excited about the people that are meeting together in groups, both socially and on the beaches. And these riots show us that we really don't have much to worry about with COVID-19. Uh, the news isn't really talking about that much. They're putting some fear again and misinformation saying that there's going to be outbreaks again. But if there were going to be outbreaks, it would already have happened, and it hasn't happened. So again, we're being fed some false and incorrect information again from the media. So beware. I think we're going to have to rush through some rough times ahead. I know we are. The question is, what are the people going to demand and what are they going to do? And what are they going to do home-wise, business-wise? And what are they going to do in the small businesses and other things? This is already reshaping how small businesses are thinking they should handle their problems and solve them beyond what we're currently talking about. The exciting thing and the positive thing is that our May figures looked a lot better than what many gloom and doom news media groups said, and that's great news. But I think the small business people are seeing that they're going to have to be much more adaptive than they currently are because these governmental regulations can really tear up and destroy a business that you may have spent decades or a lifetime building. So reconsider how you're going to build and how you're going to grow from here on out in this volatile future, to say the least. Again, this is Roger Mark from Billings, Montana. Subscribe to my channel. We're looking at uh, things to do online and at home. We're also looking at systems and teams that have been successful in doing this and why you should consider My Lead System Pro as well as your health, strengthen it. We'll be talking more about those things in the near future. Good day and onward and upward with the challenges that we will come and we will overcome them and we will yet be victorious. But I'm not saying that the ride is going to be easy or smooth one. Good day.